Hey folks, welcome back. We have ticket 186 in our hunt for jackpot. We have an A and a Q to start with. Backpack has a couple of A's. We are trying to go for 2 winners in a row. We had a nice $5 ticket last time. Let's see if we can get a better ticket. Legal and Taylor have an A in common. Launch and Stopwatch, they have an A together. What else? I don't see any more A's. Guest, our bonus word, doesn't have an A or a Q. I haven't seen a Q up top. So we will go on. We have an R and a P. Backpack has a P. Shirley Tribe has an R. Kind of lost track of what letters we had. Taylor and Ripe share an R. Stopwatch and Ripe have a P. Alright, where else? I don't see any more. R's and P's. I think that's it. Alright. How about an M and a G? Edge has a G. Menu has an M. Legal has a G. Where else? Nothing has a G. Wing has a G. Is that our M's and G's? I think so. H and an E. Hee hee hee. Alright, that was silly. Guest has an E. Edge and I share an E. I and Hobble share an E. I is just missing a Y. Blend and Edge share an E. Hobble has an H. Menu and Legal share an E. Legal is just missing an L. Or 2 L's actually. H and E. Bulletin has an E. Ripe has an E. It is just now missing an I. Tribe has an E. Y and Stopwatch share an H. Launch and Nothing share an H. Is that it? Are E's and H's? I think so. Now we have a U and a V. Guest has a U. Bulletin and Menu share a U. Menu is just down to an N. Launch has a U. Any more? I don't see any more U's, and I haven't seen a V. I guess let's go on. How about an O and a J? I'm not sure I've seen a J either. Hobble has an O. Cobb has an O. Taylor has an O. Stopwatch has an O. Nothing and Fox share an O. Snow has an O. I do think that's all of them, and I don't see a J. We will keep going. We have an S and a C. Guest has an S. Wait a minute. We have a G. We missed it. Guest is now just missing a T. Can we follow up our big win with a bonus word win? Let's hope so. S and C. Backpack has a C. Actually, it has 2 C's. Cobb shares that other C, and it's missing a B. Stopwatch has an S and a C. Snow has an S. Launch has a C. that all our S's and C's? I think so. Now we have a Z and a K. We have some K's in backpack. 2 actually. Now it's just missing a B. So a B would get us cob and backpack. I don't see a Z. Do we have any more K's? I don't see any more K's. Alright. We have an F and an I. Taylor has an I. Tribe has an I. Ripe has an I. And that is our first completed word. That's a good start. Wing has an I. Nothing has an I. Fox has an F. Is that our F's and I's? Bulletin has an I. We get all our... Did we get all of our F's? It sure looks like it. And I think we have all of our I's. Okay. Down to our bonus letters. And our first one is an L. I think we have some L's. Hobble has an L. Now it's just missing a B. Taylor has an L that it shares with Bulletin, which now Taylor's just missing a T. Bulletin has another L. Blend has an L. Legal has a couple of L's, and that makes our second completed word. All right, folks, one more, and we have our second winner. Launch has an L. Now it's just missing an N. Is that it? I think it is. All right, folks, down to our last bonus letter. Can we do it? We have a W. We have a couple of W's. Wing and Snow share a W. Y has a W. I think that's it. I do not think we got it. We have legal and something else. I know we have something else. I thought we did. Ripe. There we go. Legal and ripe. I don't think there's anything else. Well, our bonus word would have been another $50 winner. That would have been great. Well, folks, that's it on 186. Come back tomorrow. See us on 187. See if we can get back in the winning track. Till then, bye.